Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mystery Sports Podcast. And Manchester United make it 4 wins in a row, beating Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. Fantastic performance, really, from Man United. And, we'll just go through and I'll tell you my opinion on what I thought we've all seen and what I watched today. You know, I thought United, like I said in the preview, if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. I said that United needed to start fast, they needed to get a goal, and they needed to win and to put pressure on the teams in front of them. And that's what United have done. United have put the pressure on those teams in front of them. They've got that win there. They've won and they've done the job in what they needed to do. You've seen the likes of Bruno and Buemo, Ahmad stepping up, Cunha, all the players there stepping up. It was fantastic to see from the players. And Michael Carrick yet again has got a job done and a job well done. In the first half, we saw a couple of United should have probably been more than 1-0 up. We'll go on to the red card in a second and how diabolical and how ridiculous Christian Romero is as a football player. I don't understand how he wanted to do that really, and yeah, it just didn't make any sense. But we had a great few chances. I think the Casemiro one where Vicario made an excellent save. I think he kept him in the game. That scoreline could have been at least 6-0 if it wasn't for Vicario. Bruno had a couple of efforts when it went wide, and Buemo the same. There was a good few chances there for United to go and push through and extend that lead, and even before that red card, going 2-0 up. That's what something United could have done and should have been in the position when that red card happened. Obviously, the red card changed the game, and as Ali McCoy said on TNT, that the red card changed the game. The momentum of the game just swung. That kind of end-to-end feel that it wasn't there. And we wished, or I wished that if you're a neutral, you probably wanted to see a game where it was end to end, and that red card just ruined the game. And it definitely was. Hi there, yeah. I just see a message. Um, but we're looking at a side Tottenham who are very inconsistent. United you can argue are inconsistent, and we are. But I think United just showed the class. Going 1-0 up before half time, it was a fantastic goal um, from Mbeumo off the corner. Very well worked. And, we're in a good position. And I think going into that second half, United were like, right, we need to go get a second or a third goal because Tottenham had chances and, Simmons had a chance and they were knocking on the door. Let's not forget that Tottenham were knocking on the door. So I think United managed the game well, definitely. I think what could have been improved from United was just the clinical edge that United did. Like, there was 2 goals offside, the Ahmad and the Cunha one. If they're onside, then it's 3-0 and the game 100% written off for Tottenham. Obviously, Bruno scored that second goal. It's a great finish. A lot of people might say, "Oh, it was a lucky finish, came off his shin." I think he's done it on purpose. I'm not going to say he's definitely going to shoot all the time with his shin, but I think this goal he's had to put it on his shin to make sure that it glides into the bottom right corner. And it was a good goal, and United killed the game off there. And fantastic, we get 3 points. We move on to Tuesday this next week against West Ham away from home. A chance to go 5 games unbeaten. The guy might have his haircut. I hope he does have his haircut. It'll be fantastic to see that, especially. But, you know, in terms of the Premier League now, so if I share my screen and we'll look at the Premier League table. Um, so, oh, am I on there? Yeah. So if we look at the Premier League table, obviously United are in 44 points there. Look at that, not losing and I think it's nearly 9 games we've not lost in. I think it was 3 draws and yeah, so I don't know. So I'll let you guys know that later on. But no, just to look, United on 44 points, then Villa are on 43 points. Having closing that gap to 2 points now, and look at who Villa have to play. Villa play Bournemouth next. Playing Bournemouth is a very tough game, and in terms of like what if Villa were to lose, what does that mean for United? United beat West Ham, then you're above Villa, you're in third place. And to be only 3 points behind City, who are meant to be in a title race, that's ridiculous. It's something that you wouldn't expect to see. And, I thought it was, I think it's fantastic what Michael Carrick's doing, and we'll go on to the player ratings in the player ratings. So there we go, United 2 there. So obviously, what are the lineups there? So if we look at Le Mans, so obviously Le Mans, I would give Le Mans I think he had a very good game. His fourth clean sheet for United. I'd give Le Mans a 7. Delo getting an assist, played a very good game, good defensively, good going forward, so I'd give Delo a 7. Maguire, solid at the back, should have got a penalty. I think it was a ridiculous decision that the referee didn't give a penalty because Van de Ven was not playing the ball at all. So I'd give Maguire a 7 as well. Martinez, I think Martinez had a great game. Again, very solid at the back, putting that ball forwards, breaking the line through those direct balls. So 7 again for him. Shaw played 87th minutes. Did very well again, Luke Shaw. Obviously, made that one mistake, which could have led to a Spurs goal, but didn't. So I'd probably give Shaw a 6.5. Mainu played 92 minutes, got an assist. Mainu had a good game. It was very important to what I was saying in the preview, so definitely check that out. So I'd give Mainu a 7. Casemiro, 6.5. Solid game from Casemiro. Ahmad did very well. I think 7 did very well in terms of breaking the channels, running in the channels as well, and causing chaos. Bruno with the goal, fantastic from him, my man of the match. Bruno, 8 an 8 rating for Bruno. And Bemo getting his goal as well, 87th minutes played, probably give him a 7. And same with Cunha, 7, did very well, 75 minutes played. Obviously, Chesko came on. If we just look at the subs, so Mazraoui didn't do too much, so I'm probably going to give him a 6. Xerxes same, Ugarte same, and I think Sheshko should have scored at the end. So I'd probably give all the subs a 6. And then in terms of what I would give Michael Carrick, I would give Michael Carrick out of 10, probably an 8 out of 10. It was another fantastic display from Michael Carrick. Good timing for the substitutions. Just everything was spot on. I think the message and not giving up was definitely there and being attacking. And you could see that, even when we scored that 2-0, we went 2-0 up. I think the freedom there and that kind of the pressure was off on United to go and get that second. I think United, the flicks that we were playing, there's one touch, the 1 and 2 touch passing was fantastic. And, we've got to bring that into West Ham now and future games after. I thought it was brilliant from United. Another good display that we've seen. And, we can now say we're comfortably in top 4 and we're definitely gonna, I think United now will get Champions League. And I know at the start of the season, I was saying United would get Champions League, and the people were like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're absolutely deluded." But look at it now. United are probably most likely going to get Premier League with no FA Cup, no Carabao Cup, no European football. All their eggs are in one basket, and I think it's going to come. Considering the way that we played against Fulham, won at the end without, even though we had a late setback, same against Arsenal, and to be dominant today against Spurs, it's fantastic. But yeah, if you're new here though, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and share it to your family and friends. I will be doing a match reaction to Liverpool versus Spurs, not Liverpool versus Spurs, Liverpool versus City tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned in for that. Also, please follow us on the social media platforms. The links are in the description below. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Catch you all in a bit.